This was the third Marius Schoeman Sports Festival, hosted at Paarl Gymnasium in September. It started off a week prior to the event with a live draw, which was very successful. All the teams tuning in, yeah, we're actually doing it the same way they're doing it on the world circuit. Very interesting. We had a couple of tough pools there, with Pool D being the toughest, Paarl Gym, Boys Eye, Paarl Barbarians all in one pool. So it's interesting, you know. This year we decided to include Fast 5 netball and hockey, and very happy with that. And I think the girls also feels included now. So it was one big happy event. We had just about 1,500 learners or athletes competing in the sevens and the netball and the hockey. Lots of parents. We had a couple of thousand people there watching. Everything was live streamed. I think a great thing about the tournament was the player welfare that we brought in the form of recovery stations. We had Future Life there with recovery drinks for all the players free of charge. We had DP there with the massage station where the teams could pre-book, and then we had a complex tent, and yeah, the players used that from the morning till the evening. It was fantastic. You know, if you play 3-4 games a day, recovery is vital. So and we had our medical service was excellent. All the fields were catered for. So that was great. The whole aim of the tournament when we started 3 years ago was obviously to create opportunities for youngsters all over the country. And as I said, we had, I think, about 50 schools, 72 teams, 1,500 athletes all over the country, you know, and just giving these boys and girls the opportunity to compete and be seen on live stream. Initially we thought of playing in different leagues, your bigger schools and your medium and small schools, but the feedback we got from all the learners and coaches was they wanted to have this opportunity to play against the best. We have to understand that some of these schools will always stay and play in a second or third division. So this was the one opportunity that these kids could or got to play against the SA schools players or provincial players that they never have and be measured. And the great thing about sevens is from a rugby side, it's an equalizer. You know, we saw the Friday night with the AMDEC Blitz team beating Paul Rus. What a surprise, you know. But that's sevens. You know, the Saturday we saw the Paarl Barbarians a draw against Boys Eye, who was the winners of the tournament 2 years in a row now. You know, so great opportunity for these boys. A couple of those players in the invitational teams actually made the Western Province Sevens training squad. So box ticked. We gave those boys opportunity, and they grabbed it, and all of a sudden they in a provincial sevens setup. You know, so the boys. There's opportunities for the boys to get scouted from schools as well and placed in great schools. And a lot of people will criticize you and say, "Oh, you're taking the boys out of the environment." But you must understand, some of the boys have one meal a day, and all of a sudden you take them to a boarding school, to a big school, 3 decent meals a day, best training facilities, and from there on, again, that big word, opportunity, to be seen by more eyes. So I want to see these kids go all the way, make a success out of their life, and yeah, I'm from a personal point, I'm really very happy, and that is where we have to thank AMDEC, especially AMDEC, all our sponsors, but the investment AMDEC made, and from their side, not wanting to be on the front cover of everything, but for them it's all about development of those players, and then obviously Puma. You can see the great kit. Puma is a great sponsor, looking after the kids. They're kitting out the AMDEC Blitz team, lots of prizes, Future Life with their recovery, and that is vital. It's a vital part of your tournament. And then also Twiza, who came on board. They at the moment doing that Twiza High School 7 series, which is very successful, and we need tournaments like that, sustainable tournaments like that, to create more opportunities for players to play specifically sevens. So yeah, looking back, very happy about the tournament, and excited about what's going to happen next year. This year we had a beer tent, just on the social side of things, and that was fantastic. We had a live band, a DJ. Yeah, it was great. There was a stage that I was actually barman as well, so it's fantastic. You know, the people loved it. Next year it'll actually be a more we want to create a more party atmosphere for the people after. We had a Currie Cup final being shown in the beer tent as well. So that was great. You know, sevens. If you think of sevens, it's not just rugby. Sevens is fun. It's short. It's quick. Even the fast five, hockey and netball. You know, so it's a more fun, energetic part of the various sports. So yeah, we thought it great to just end it off with a nice, fun atmosphere in the beer tent. So that was fantastic.